So today I got a very special person, and his name is Andrej, and he's an entrepreneur, and we have known each other for a long time, I think. So today is the first time to talk to him about his business and also about his ideas about business. So hey, Andrej, nice to meet you again.
Hi, nice to see you again, Warren. How's your day going?
Very good, very good. I feel so good after the gym. So I know you are doing business, you are entrepreneur, but I don't know the details about your business. Could you please introduce to us and about your business, about your story, your background, and tell us something about yourself?
Okay. Yeah. So basically, I'm an entrepreneur using the financial industry to scale business, right? So I come from Eastern Europe. I moved here about 15 years ago in 2008. Right after high school, right? And me and my dad sold a house in Slovakia and then came here with the money. But then a few years after, no money and no house, right? Maybe a lot of immigrants can relate to that.
Right, yeah.
And then you're asking yourself, like, what's wrong? Like, what happened, right? It's just because we played this game of Monopoly every day, and we don't know the rules. The government knows the rules, and we don't. So who do you think is gonna win? The government every time. So then we realized we need to learn how money works, right? But then, when you usually go to the bank and you ask them, hey, teach me this, teach me that, they say, well, come back when you have more money. But in order to have money, I need more, right? So then we actually started to learn, and then what we learned, we started to teach others, and then it clicked. Oh, we can actually make business out of it, teaching financial literacy, right? And then we started to scale of teaching people how to teach that, right?
I see.
So basically create an agency that teaches people how money works, how to retire properly.
Okay, that's great. And so it's 15 years already you're in Canada. It's a long time. So you know Canada very well right now, right?
A little bit.
Okay. So yeah, you mentioned you are in the financial industry. So it's all about money, right?
Yeah.
So I got some questions regarding the money side. So right now, the interest rate is hiking again and again since last year, and we really got a problem right now for the high interest rate. And many people, they are suffering from the high interest rate. So what do you think about the interest rate for the next half year or the next 18 months, 1.5 years? What do you think about that?
Well, there's many factors affecting it, but like if you think about it from like a point of view of like 30, 40 years ago, the interest rates in like the late 70s, early 80s were like 18, 20% on your mortgage.
That's crazy.
So now it's kind of like, even though it's really high compared to a few years ago, some people say that it's just getting back to normal, right? That's kind of what it usually was, like the 4 to 6%, right? But I know it's like very hard for people to get used to it, right? Because their mortgage payments, let's say, go up. But I don't know, because if you look at let's say a 5-year mortgage and a home equity line of credit, usually the home equity line of credit has a lower interest than the 5-year mortgage, because they are kind of, if they lock you for 5 years, what if the rates go up? But now the 5-year mortgage actually is lower than the home equity line of credit.
That's interesting.
So I'm thinking maybe the rates are gonna go down, right? Because why would they give you a locked lower than what they think? Because they are in business of making money, right? So not really sure, but hopefully they're gonna go down and a lot of people are gonna save more money.
You are right. That's very interesting right now. The 5 years is lower, so it means probably later it will be going down, right?
Probably. Who knows though? There's so many factors, right? Maybe there's gonna be another war, or hopefully not.
Hopefully not, right. Okay, that's great. So you mentioned you are in financial industry, and so what kind of value, for me, for business people, is about the value exchange. So what kind of value can you provide to your customer? For example, if there's a customer or yours, what kind of things and they can get from you? What kind of value you can provide to them?
So there's 2 different avenues that we can actually provide value in. One avenue is on that client side. We can teach people how money works, how to retire properly, how to set up your financial foundation, how to, save for your children's education properly, how to properly structure your mortgage, how to structure your investments, your insurance, what kind of insurance you need. Everything about your personal finance. And then the other side we provide value is we actually teach people how to start a business and run a business in the financial industry.
Okay.
Right? So we have licensing platform, we have a business platform, we have a duplication system, so we can literally take anybody from any walk of life and teach them how to be a business owner.
So basically, if me and I have like a mortgage or insurance or something, I got a problem, I can talk to you.
Yes.
You can give me solutions, how to make it better,
Yes.
and how to arrange the insurance and the mortgage, these kind of things, right?
And then I help you apply it as well. Because we hold the licenses from the government.
Okay.
So that way we can actually apply those products, shop around the industry, let's see which company has the best product for you, and then see, maybe you already have products, and how do you know they're the best? We can see if some company maybe has something better for you.
Okay, so is that free to review all these kind of things?
It's all free because we always get paid by the companies that we work with.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so you mentioned there's another value you can provide to people, and you can help people to get a license. That kind of courses or something you call it. So what kind of license, what kind of business you can help people to start?
So there's 2 licenses in the financial industry. So you need to get a license in the insurance area and in the investment area.
Okay.
Right? So we actually provide the classes to teach people how to get the license within 30 days or less.
Okay.
Which is kind of special in the industry because it's, I mean, don't quote me on it, but I heard that it takes about a year to usually license a person out there.
Yeah.
So, if we can collapse the time frames and get people, building their business faster, that's always better.
How fast it can be?
There is some people who broken some records in Alberta. It was about 8 days.
8 days.
Because their council is a little bit faster than the BC.
That's much faster. Yeah, from 360 days to 8 days, right? So, that's amazing. So that kind of courses probably you mentioned is free.
They have to pay for it because the government charges you.
I see. Yeah.
So to get license in the insurance area, it's in BC it's a little bit more expensive than all the other provinces, obviously, because BC stands for Bring Cash.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So it's about $1,300 with the government, and it's still pretty good if you think about it. That's the only cost of running the business because you don't need to really buy anything. There's no expenses, right? You just get a license and you renew your license every year and you pay liability insurance. That's
I see. So the government fees and cannot be free. They must pay for that. But for your service to have them to get licenses, and it's free. That kind of things, right? So you mentioned Alberta as well. So it means you provide this kind of services not only BC. And the whole Canada?
Whole Canada, whole United States, every state, every province.
Wow, that's a big program. But what I heard is for this kind of licenses, every province is different, right?
Yeah, a little bit different.
Okay, I see,
Yeah, Canada is same course for all of them except Quebec, because Quebec has some different regulations or something.
Okay.
Not really sure.
Okay, that's great. So, is that a good career and as an insurance broker or this kind of like a financial agents? And is that a good career or good business to do for people they want to do business, they want to start something? What do you think about this too?
Yeah, so you kind of have always 2 choices. Either you are doing active income or you trying to build a passive income, right? So it depends where people see themselves. They could be an active agent. They could, somebody maybe has passion of helping people with the financial side. So they can go out and have a lot of clients, take care of them. It's money is in the money business. It's the highest paid industry.
I see.
And especially right now, if people can Google the great wealth transfer, there's about $30 trillion that's going to change hands with the baby boomers. Okay. And most of them don't have their finances set up correctly, and if they don't, everything gonna get lost in taxes and probate fees and all of those fees. And if they don't know how to properly set it up, we can help them. So there's a huge opportunity for a business. Okay. But then also, if you think about it, the financial industry is shrinking because a lot of those people who are baby boomers are the advisors. So the average age in advisor in Canada is 55 to 60 years old. Wow. So do you think they're thinking about new clients or new trainees? Right. They're all thinking about retiring themselves. Okay. So that way it spells opportunity, because then if you have a program that can license new people in a short period of time, you can easily scale it and teach those people how to go out and help people retire.
Sounds amazing. Maybe I should get a license as well.
I'm always open.
Okay, that's great. And it's free, right? So, okay. So another question for you. So, you're in business, and right now for many business owners, they are facing problems, challenges, because of the high interest rate and high cost and so high inflation rate, and everything's high except one thing, and the labors. We are lack of labors. People, for business owners, it's very difficult to hire laborers, and so for all these kind of like challenges, also there's another one called greenflation. So the climate change, and so people paying more money for the climate changing or changing to green, something like that. So for all these kind of like challenges, and what kind of solution or what kind of idea, and you can tell us, maybe that's the reason I'm interviewing different people, and I think you are smart, and maybe you can give us some ideas how to fight, and for business owners, how to fight these kind of problems.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard for me to tell about a lot of different businesses, because if you look at my business, we don't really have any costs. The only costs are the licensing and liability insurance. And we go to events, and you obviously pay for your office and like the normal stuff.
No warehouse,
no
store,
no anything,
no rent,
no inventory, because we're in the people business. My inventory is people.
You don't need to buy some insurance first and then sell it.
Yeah, exactly. on that product side, exactly. We don't need to buy insurance to sell insurance. It's out there. I can just write the application, and it exists as I write it. Okay. So that's a good thing about it. So if somebody has a business that has a high cost of ordering stuff, maybe shipping. I heard the shipments from like China went through the roof. The cost, then maybe they have to like do like a better management, or like learn how money works better inside their organization. Maybe hire some people who are some experts for budgeting, or maybe just figure out how to make your business cost lower. Okay. Or maybe change industry. Maybe change industry to some industry that will not require that much cost, or that will be booming because of the baby boomers. Right? Baby boomers will affect a lot of industries, right? Finance, healthcare, and after that, obviously the funeral industry, that's gonna be booming. So if you have a funeral house, you're probably gonna be very rich, but the question is, do you really wanna do that, right? I wouldn't wanna do that.
It sounds very good business model, and almost no cost. Just like a very basic business card, and go to some like events or something like that.
Exactly.
And no like a hard core rent or something like that, right?
Because I wouldn't even be in business if I'll be honest, right? If the cost was higher, because when I started, I was broke. Okay. Right. So which kind of business would I be able to do if I have no money?
Right, yeah.
So I have to find something that doesn't cost much money, right? Okay. And it happened to be that the financial industry here doesn't cost much, and it pays really well. So it's a no-brainer. Why not?
That's my dream business, actually. I'm always looking for some businesses and with very low cost and with very high potential revenue, right? So whatever you make, and it's a very good one, right? So if you talk about the return, it's maybe it's infinity.
It is infinity, because the only thing you're putting in is your time. Right. Your time is zero, like cost, you don't pay for it. Okay. And you can get infinity, exactly, because it depends how many people you train, and it's kind of similar as if you look at agency model, let's say in real estate, right? Like you have a lot of realtors, but every time a realtor sells a house, the broker that trained them sees some kind of royalties. Yeah. This is the exact same thing how it works in the financial industry, right? Every time an agent goes out and you train him, you can get some royalties. I see. So if you look at the passive income side of things, it's literally unlimited, because the market is so big right now. The industry is shrinking, everybody's retiring, and not many people are hiring and licensing new people. So the people who need our services is every single person almost, because they don't have advisors. Only like, I don't know what the percentage was, but below 30% of population has insurance. So now 70% of population can use me. Yeah. It's 30 million people.
From the information you told me today, and I think it's even better than the realtor business. And even for the realtor business, they must pay for the listing fees. If they have a listing, they must pay for the open house signs, full sale signs, all these kind of things.
Yeah.
But for this business, you are talking about nothing, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, sounds very good. I'm
Sounds
really
almost too good to be true, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, sounds really good. Yeah, too good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about something else. And so you are in business, and from your point of view, probably you talk to many people, you interviewed many people as well. And so for a successful business people, and what kind of like top 3 things they must have? For example, they must be smart or something like that. And so what's the top 3 things they must have? And then they get a better chance to be successful. What kind of things do you think?
I think number 1 thing is you have to be hungry. If you're not hungry, you're not gonna succeed.
So it means if you have a lot of money, just throw it away first, right?
I'm not sure, but that's actually a good point, because a lot of people who have money, they feel comfortable.
Right, yeah.
But it's not about the money, right? It's about what you really want, right?
Okay.
It's success and significance. Do you want to be successful, or do you want to create some kind of big significance, change the world, right? Depends how hungry you are. Like, if your everyday life is distracting you from your dreams, you're not really hungry. But if your dreams are so distracting that you forget to eat, you forget to sleep, you're hungry. You're gonna do anything and everything, right? Because one successful guy told me, do you know why people are successful? Why? Because they think they can, right? Other people tell you, oh, that's not smart, like you're never gonna do it, that's not how the world works. And then they're like, watch me, I'll prove you wrong, I'll do whatever it takes. So they have to be hungry, number 1, right?
Okay, so for this one, I really, so if you're listening right now, and so if you have money, you don't know how to throw it away, and I will help you, and I will take your money and help you be hungry, okay?
Yeah, have to be hungry, right? So have to like expand your vision.
Okay.
The second thing, and that's what is going to help you be hungry, is the environment, right? They say if you're hanging out with 5 people who are broke, you're probably going to be broke. If you hang out with 5 people who are successful, you're probably going to be successful.
So you're a circle.
Yes, so you need to change your circles. So that's the number 2 thing. And then number 3, I would say, your mindset, your discipline, your work ethic, like, like working hard and smart at the same time. And then you combine the environment with your attitude and with your hungriness and with your discipline, and you cannot prove me that you can fail. Like, there's no possibility you can fail. If you have those things, you can succeed.
Okay, so the first one is hungry. So you really want to be successful. You're really hungry. You need money, right? So you want your business successful, something like that. Yeah. The second one is what's again? The second one is
the environment.
The environment.
You have to have the proper environment.
To make rich friends. Or
if you want to be rich,
friends.
make rich friends. Yeah,
right?
It depends on what kind of success you want.
I see.
If you want money, go hang out with people who have money and go find out how they got it.
So the third one is discipline. It means you need to really control yourself, do something or something.
Yeah. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you're your own boss, or you are own employee as well.
Right.
So if you're not a good boss and not a good employee, you cannot really work. Right?
Okay. Right.
So you have to treat it as a job, right?
I see.
So
right.
Wake up for yourself, because most people wake up to go to work for someone else because somebody told them you have to be there at 8.
Right.
Why don't you tell yourself, right? Because if you have a day off, it is. Because if you have a day off, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't have to be there at 8. I can sleep until 10.
I see.
So why do we always wake up for someone else, but we never wake up for ourselves?
Okay.
So if we can learn that, we're gonna be more successful.
I see. Okay, so for our audience, and most of them, they are business owners or salespeople or business related. So I want to get the final words from you. What kind of suggestion you want to say, or what kind of word you want to say to people, and to encourage them, or whatever you want to say?
To encourage them in their business, just don't quit. Just if it's your, if it's your dream and you have big goals and big dreams, just you have to be, if you're hungry enough to get them, just go get them. That there is no secret to be successful. The only secret is to do it, right? You just have to go and don't quit. There's no benefit in quitting, right? The worst case scenario, you're just gonna learn. There is no failure, right?
That's really good.
You have to fail yourself to success.
Yes, that's true. I always tell myself, don't give up. When I have the downtime, don't give up. You are really right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are interested in Andrej's business or you want to know more information about Andrej's business, and we will post the information, the contact information, and in the description or the video comment or something, you can find it out and talk to Andrej and offline and maybe make an appointment or something. And so that's it today. So thank you very much, Andrej.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you for your time and very excellent advices.